Hi guys, welcome to my brand new series of HermitPack. I have been watching a lot of videos from the hermits on this lately, and I thought that it looked like really amazing. And I've been going for a while on my own series, I know, but... I guess I can right-click it. Sorry. Anyway, cool. So, I decided that on my own mod pack, there were some mods that I didn't really care for, and I didn't find them very fun, and I've been watching, in particular, a lot of Iskal85 lately, and I thought that this Hermit Pack seemed like tons and tons of fun, so I thought, well, I'd like to give that a try. So here we are in our brand new series, and I think that I have a really awesome and amazing idea, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as I get into it, but it's going to be enormous. I want to do some sort of, like, post-apocalyptic fantasy thing. Like, if you guys have seen the Shannara series, I think you'll know what I'm talking about, because the idea of the Shannara series was that our Earth had, like, a big nuclear explosion or whatever, and most everybody died. But then, as the world went on, it became like super magical and fantasy and kind of stuff. And that's what I kind of wanted to do, was like pretend like we were elves and we had our little civilization going on. And what we'll do is we'll make lots of clean, white, elven fantasy magical builds, but then underneath it, for like lots of our like electricity and power and machines and things like that, we'll build them in old little like ruin style structures, and that'll be pretty cool because there's immersive engineering in this pack, and I thought that would go really well with kind of like a post-apocalyptic feel. Like you find these old rundown ruins that are still kind of working for the electricity. Oh, is that really a puppy? Or oh, well, hello. Oh, you ain't. Oh, okay. Huh. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's what I thought we would kind of do, is mix those two styles together and see if we couldn't come up with something cool. But this first episode is probably going to be dedicated to lots and lots of mining. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go to do it, because it seems like I started on this cool little village island, and I want to make sure I'm away from these guys by nightfall, because I don't want to be the reason for their deaths. That would make me pretty sad. Oh, what is this little building? This looks cool. What are these? Wooden storage crate. Oh. I don't think that I meant to have the one probe turned on. Did I do that by accident with this? Oh, I think I did. Let's see. So, should that thing be required? Yeah, let's turn it on to needed for now. Just to make it not, I don't know. We don't want to cheat, right? Ooh, hey, all those are, oh! So that means the little ones out in front also might be things I can get stuff out of? Yes, it is. Check that out. Cool. Well, I don't know what any of these are used for, but I am totally taking them, because that is awesome. I wonder if I could take the storage crate itself. Yeah, huh. Well, handy. Well, let's go ahead and take those too. Let's just start wandering and see if we can't find a place we'd like to settle down. What I'm looking for is something that has that kind of fantasy epic feel, and I kind of like it to be by the water also, so I'll probably just follow the coastline around. And once I find a good spot, I probably will mine off camera, because mining on camera is not terribly interesting. Wow, it's like the gravel motherlode. This is pretty. Let's keep going. Oh, what do we have here? This looks pretty. So the world type I have is set to realistic, which is a cork thing. And I found so far that it's made really cool stuff. Like, look at this. This is really pretty. This crazy, like, waterfall coming up from the sky. That's awfully nice. Oh, I just picked up a black lotus. Well, this is cool. This got, like, another little birch island, I guess, here. Oh, but I really like that. Look at that. That's nice. Oh, whoa. What's going on there? But I like this little spot. I like this cozy little misty inlet thing. That's very magical seeming. And I like all these waterfalls. There's not really any room to build down here, but maybe up there on top of that would be space to build. I made it up here. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at it. It is so pretty. Wow. I really like the fog being set to being so close. It's so misty and so beautiful looking, and I love that waterfall, and it's just so amazingly beautiful, and I love this spot. Love this spot. Okay, so it's pretty flat up here, which is nice. So the idea is that I will end up clearing away all of these trees up to the backs of those little hill areas you can see there. And I'm just going to flatten it. And I'm going to maybe probably flatten the ground too. And that way I'll have a nice nice blank canvas to work with up here for the build that I want to do. Because I got some inspiration from this picture I found of this really, really pretty fantasy, like white, you know, I don't know, it was just really cool. It's not really a castle, but, you know, kind of similar. And I thought it was really, really, really pretty. And I'm going to try to build it as big as I can in survival. Ooh, hey, little ravine. Cool. I'm going to build it as big as I can, and I think it's going to be really gorgeous and amazing as an awesome base for us. But before I do that, I'm going to set up probably a smaller starter build, but I haven't decided quite exactly what I'll do with that small starter build yet. But something simple, something just easy to get going with so that we can have a place to, you know, work on our main build from. I set up this little tiny cave area for us for the moment while I just do a quick, just, you know, basic gathering of stone and materials and mining. Okay, I think that I'm ready to start on my little starter base, and what I've decided to do was make it like a facade on the outside of this little hill here that's just right behind the area that I've cleared for myself. So what I want to do in the building style of this is go for curves and arches, because that feels very elven to me, and I know Minecraft is pretty blocky, so that might be difficult. But what I'm imagining is like a little curved arch there, and on the other side a little curved arch, and they kind of meet there, and I can make a little entrance into the mountain, and then just dig the actual little starter base into the side of the hill, so we'd have plenty of room inside there, and we'd be able to see the little opening, you know, from down here when we get to our main one. So that's the idea of what I want to do here. I think I showed you earlier I filled in the hole over there, but my stuff is still over there, the chest and the beds and things, because I discovered that there's another little opening to it right over here, which is right up underneath the starter base, so that was pretty handy. So I put in some slabs to make it easier to go up and down, just a little path here. My mine is down that way, and the little place I had my bed in, the little cave or whatever, is right over here, where all my stuff is. So I think I showed you what I had in here. And this one, I have the wood from chopping down all the trees, and these ones just have random junk in it. And then this one is the one where I've been gathering up the marble and the alabaster that I want to use. Where's my chisel? Nope. Nope. There it is. So there's the chisel. Now the alabaster, you can't chisel, which is kind of a bummer. But I like the very clean... Yes. I like the very clean texture that it has. It's really pretty. Now, the marble, I don't think looks quite as nice just by itself. It's not as clean. But you can stick the marble in the chisel and make some really cool little blocks with it, because it would be pretty boring just to do this plain white all the time. Excuse me. So I thought that if we could find some of these marble blocks that I liked, and we could kind of work with just a palette of those blocks and the white blocks. I wasn't sure if I would want anything else with it. Maybe some, because I like stone, and there's lots of different things you can do with stone and cobblestone. So I thought that could be interesting. And I wasn't sure about the wood, because I have this dark wood, and I kind of like the dark wood. I really don't like the birch at all. I mean, I used it over there because I didn't really have anything else, and it didn't really matter. But I don't want to use it, I don't think, on anything that I'm building for looks, just because I just don't care for the yellow tone to it. But, I don't know. So we'll see. So I think what I'll do is play around with a little bit of a block palette, and then maybe I'll go from there. Okay, so I took a look at what I had, and this is the plain alabaster. If you put it into your little crafting thing, you can get out these alabaster pavers, which I have a couple of here, and it makes a little, kind of turns them into like a tile with a little border, and you can use the alabaster to make stairs and slabs, which is cool. You can't do that with the marble, it doesn't make stairs and slabs. And then I found these two bits of marble that I like. That one's just kind of like, I don't know what you call it, but, connected, yeah, connected textures. The more you put together, the more it kind of expands out like that, and I thought that that looked like a nice, I don't know, floor, or, you know, just a little pattern around there. And the same thing with this little, the Celtic one there. It kind of makes this little knotwork, and so I thought that looked nice. So I'm not sure if those are going to be enough texture to work with, because I decided there's enough of the trees around that I didn't really want them in my build, and I didn't really like any of the stone either. I might end up having to mix in stone just because I don't have enough other textures, but I'm hoping to not have to. I moved my chest with all my materials over here, but I'm gonna go ahead and maybe try to figure out what I'm gonna do as far as this archway here, and maybe get started on figuring something out. And if I get a rough framework, then I will show you guys what I've made. Now, what I'm not digging is this top part here. I don't like that, I don't know, churchy kind of steepled vibe. It's a little too sharp and pointy for me. I think I'll probably round that off up here. The other thing I don't know if I really like is there's too steep, it's too hard there. I don't think I like that. But what I do like is mixing in those pavered blocks with the rest. I think that's nice. And I like the depth of the main little entrance there. So I think I'll keep poking at it, and I'll work on it a little bit more, and we'll see where we get. Alright, so it's the next morning after the last clip, and I woke up and decided I hated everything about what I did yesterday. So I tore it all down, and I've made a new shape. And yeah, that's better. Okay. So that I made a new arch shape, and that's the start of it. And what I'm going to do is just carry that down into the wall, and then figure out what I'm going to do about the front again. It'll probably be similar to what I did yesterday, because I did like that smooth white front with the curved in, or the depth one with the little swirly or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I liked that, and it'll probably end up being something like that. So now I just got to get this to go back down into the hill and figure out, because I don't think I'm going to leave it as the white blocks. I just did that to block out the shape. So let's work on it a little bit more. So I'm trying to decide what exactly I'm unhappy about with this. I can't quite figure it out. I like it better than what I did yesterday for sure, but something still isn't quite 100% right, and I can't figure out what that is. I mean, I haven't started working on any terraforming of the front platform. That would definitely make it look better. I'm not sure if it's the harshness of this here, this little middle background block there, but there's no stairs of that marble. So there's really not a whole lot I can do about that. I like the texture on the front, I like the indents, and I like the pavers blocks, and I like how that Celtic marble block looks. And I like the overall shape of the arch. It's hard because the stairs and the slabs that I need to make the shapes are only in this alabaster, and this alabaster doesn't have any other textures I can mix in with that right now. It'd be really nice if that marble could make stairs. That would make me really, really happy right now about now, guys. Well, let's take a look at around the edges. Like, how does that look? I mean, it's pretty cool, yeah. I mean, that's alright. Unfortunately, when I was trying to pick a block I liked, this particular block looked better in big stretches of it, like it made a nice connected texture, but then I ended up only using straight lines of it, and now I'm not sure if I like those straight lines. So maybe, honestly, I think my problem is that I don't like that block that I picked for this here, and that might be why I don't like it from the other side, too. So maybe, what else could I do with that? Because I was using this marble zag, and here, let me actually show you, oops, before I change it real quick, what I was thinking when I first did it, is when you put it together in really big areas like that, it's a nice kind of connected texture. But I'm not using it in really big areas, I'm using it in strips. So it kind of defeats the purpose of why I picked it in the first place. So I need to pick another one. And it needs to look good in just lines. And honestly, I like the plainer ones. I'm not a huge fan of the really super detailed ones. This trodden brick could look kind of nice. What's that look like in straight lines? It's a little blurry, and like I said at the beginning of the episode, I was wanting the modern white elvish structures to be kind of new and clean, and I was wanting the decayed ruins of the old world to be more decayed looking, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense with what I've come up in my head to use this block. So what else is there? There's a lot of pillars. I definitely don't think guys, do I want pillars? I mean, like, I was thinking that I didn't want what's this? Let's talk about pillars real quick while we look at this circular. Oh yeah, definitely not. Because pillars are connected textures when they go straight up and down. Maybe I was wrong thinking I didn't want pillars. Well, let's look at this simple pillar here. Okay, and I also was trying to make it look elvish, not Greek. I don't know. That's one kind of pillar. Can I? Whoop, yeah, I did it. Good. Let's look at maybe a different kind of pillar. Let's stick that in there. I mean, I don't think I want it capped, because then it would look weird at the tops and bottoms, or would it? Like, I don't know. I'm feeling really indecisive here right about now, guys. And there's so many different kinds of rough. Yeah, I probably wouldn't like that. And definitely not Greek. I don't want anything Greek. Decor capped plain pillar. What's that look like? Let's stick that right next to this one. Yeah, no, that's way too dark. I don't like that at all. So you can go away. Definitely don't like that one. This one I'm still on the fence about. What else we got in here? Where was I at? What's Greek? Yeah, no. Plain capped plain pillar? Let's give that one a shot. Nope, still dark. So I don't like the dark colors in a lot of these. So I'm not sure if there's going to be any other options besides this simple pillar here. Decor capped wide, Greek, no. Plain capped wide. I don't know what a wide. I mean, blocks are all the same. Blocks are all the same width. What do they mean wide? Let's look at that. The width between the dark lines, probably, but I'm still not digging that dark. All right, so the only pillar option block then is this one here. How would that look in these spots? Would it look funny or would it look okay? I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I'm going to replace this texture with this texture and see how it looks. Okay, I'm ready to take a look. I've replaced most all of it except the right side, but I shouldn't be able to see that from here, so I'm going to take another look. Yeah. Okay. I like that better. Mostly, I think, because I was able, since that middle part of the stripe is really light and matches the alabaster, I capped the ends of it with stairs. And so I think that helps out the overall shape of it. And the simple lines are just a little bit of a breakup of texture, I think. And I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, okay, guys. I think I'm happy about this. A little bit. I mean, the whole thing can still use a whole lot of detail work, but it's just getting started. So I'll definitely need to terraform this front platform to make that look a whole lot nicer, and probably the mountain around it. I'm trying to use the better grass connected textures, but it's making it look a little weird, so I might have to try to figure that out. And then I've got to replace this side over here still with the new block. I didn't replace that yet. But I think it's coming along, and then obviously I'll have to dig out the interior here to actually use as a base. And I think I might hang some vines and stuff, but I think that this is going to be good for the first episode. I mean, we've got a basics of a starter base kind of laid out. I mean, it's totally not finished yet, but it's coming along. Yeah, so I think I might go ahead and end this first episode here, and obviously in the next one we'll continue to work on our little starter base more to make it look nice. Yeah, and cool. I might also get started with what is that mod called? Tinker's Construct. Yes, I was gonna build one of those little forge things. Yeah, totally a noob, because I'm brand new, as our friend Iskal would say, brand new. But anyway, I think this is coming along. It's a good start. It's not perfect yet, but it'll get there. And I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!